Hi, my name is Mike Tusaw. I'm a financial advisor from St. Charles Wealth Management. Today we're going to discuss when you would close a short option as well as when you would let a short option stay open until expiration. Let's start by discussing this with a covered call. The short answer as to when you would want to not close a short call option would be when you want to sell the stock. For example, let's say that we own XYZ stock and XYZ stock is trading at $19.50 per share. And I would love to sell it at $20 per share. And I sold the 20 covered call against it. Well, in that instance, if I have every intention of selling it at 20 and the stock continues to increase, I'm more than happy to sell it at 20 because that is where I wanted to sell it in the first place. So that would be an instance of when I would not want to close a short call option. Now let's go the other way with this. Let's say that XYZ stock is trading at $20.50 per share. And I would love to own the stock at $20 per share. So I sold the 20 put option. If XYZ stock goes down to the 20 level or below, and I'm perfectly happy owning that stock at that level, then I'm not going to take any action. I'm going to let the stock get assigned to me because I wanted to buy the stock at that level anyway. On top of that, with the premium that I collected for selling the put, I'm getting paid to actually buy the stock at a price with which I want to buy it anyway. That would be the other instance where I would not want to close a short option. So now that we've covered the two instances of when you would actually not close out a short option, when would you actually close one out? Well, I have a general rule that I like to use as to when I would close one out, and that is when I can actually make 80% of the initial credit taken in from selling the option itself. For example, let's say that I sold a covered call, or a short put for that matter, for $1, and then the value of it through time decay or through the underlying going one way or the other moves, and then the value of that $1 option that I sold, call or put, becomes 20 cents, then at that stage, I would likely get out of it. Now, there's times that I wouldn't, there's times that I would, it just depends on a lot of factors. But most of the time, what I like to do is get out when I have roughly 80% of the potential profit taken in. At that stage, I can usually find a better spot to use my money, whether it's for selling another option in a different time frame, a different strike price, or just not having a short option on the table, whatever the case may be. But that's just a general rule that I like to use. Now, why 80%? Well, when I can get 80% of the profit, there's still that little bit of time decay that's still sitting around in that option. And that little bit is hard to get out. So an illustration that I want to use for this has to do with a paper towel. So what I'm holding right here, I have a bucket in my lap. Don't worry, I'm not getting my lap wet. I have a dripping paper towel. This is a nice, good, juicy option. And this juicy option is that $1 option that I just sold. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and squeeze that paper towel, meaning that that short put that I sold, the stock goes up. And when that happens, the value of the option comes out and a lot of the time decay is squeezed out of there. So now I still have that same paper towel. Now, you'll notice that paper towel isn't dripping anymore, but I can assure you it's still wet. And no matter how hard I try and squeeze this paper towel, I'm not going to get any more time decay out of that short option. Maybe a little bit here and there, but it's a pretty tough fight to do so. So I typically like to just, well, quite frankly, throw away the paper towel. And when I throw away the paper towel, I can probably find a better spot to squeeze out some more time decay. And that's what I like to do when I'm looking to close a short option. Once again, I don't always do it that way, but that's a general rule that I have, because if I am looking to try and hold on to that option until expiration, It's like trying to squeeze blood from a turnip. It really doesn't work very well most of the time. And on top of that, if I'm trying to go week to week or month to month with these short options, oftentimes I'm better off closing out that short option when I'm at 80% of the profit and going out to the next week, next month, whatever time frame I am using. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. It's one way with which we can get our content out there to more viewers. Also, if you are interested in working with a financial advisor who frequently sells options as a base strategy, if it's appropriate for the client, of course, feel free to reach out to me by either visiting my website at stcharleswealth.com or by following me on Twitter at Mike Tusaw. Thank you and have a wonderful day.